Alright, everybody, we are live, and today we're going to be looking at is Battlefield 3 still alive 12 years later in the year 2023 on PlayStation 3 platform. So, the last couple of weeks we've been looking at even older Battlefield games, and this, which we started with Bad Company 1 on the PlayStation 3, still alive, yep, still some people playing it. Same goes to 1943, people were still playing that as well, and Bad Company 2. And unfortunately, those three games I just mentioned, this time next year, when we redo my Still Alive series next year, those games are going to be shut down. So next year we'll actually be starting with Battlefield 3, assuming it actually has players, because I don't know why, but before I went into this, I looked at the server browser, and apparently there's nobody at all, but these are all DLC maps from what I've gathered. I don't have any DLCs downloaded, so we can find players even easier. Though I don't think it really matters as much as Battlefield games as much as it does in Call of Duty. You can see every server's literally dead. Plus all these servers have terrible ping, and I don't know what this is all about. But anyway, yeah, this might be the quickest stream ever, you know, if we never find anybody playing this. But we found people last year, so I'd be really shocked if nobody's playing this. So we're trying every single game mode on this. We'll start with any and any. See if we can find people. There we go, we're joining a server already. We're joining a server. Even though the server said there's nobody playing it. Saying that it's this server. I doubt it, because there were hundreds of people playing this game last year. I'd be really shocked if Battlefield 3's dead. Extremely shocked. So don't expect any amazing gameplay, because I never practice for these streams ever. Like, I don't go out of my way and play the game, get some training experience, get some match experience. I don't do that. When I do the Starlight series, I go straight to the game, no experience. Even though I did play the game back in the day, but obviously playing the game on a PlayStation 3 controller is completely different to playing a game on keyboard and mouse, playing on a controller. But anyway, so we have got people on our squad, which is nice. I don't know what game mode this is. It's okay. Ah, but we don't actually have enough players. It's kind of interesting. This game does only play at 30 FPS, which is a wee bit unfortunate, but pretty much every game in this generation also plays at 30 FPS, so it is FPS in the Call of Duty game. But I'm going to check something. Gameplay subtitles, see what it says. Oh, I love it in games when you can't turn off. I love it in games when you can't turn off controller vibration. Quite love it, you know, when you can't turn off freaking controller vibration. Whatever, I'll get you said. I don't know why my sensitivity's really always on top, but. So. How do you check the squad and team? No. How do you check it? How many people are actually playing this? So 3 people on our team, 4 people on our enemy team. Play this for a little bit. See one more, because we only need one player. We only need one player for the match and stuff. He's actually kind of good with this Battlefield game. Oh, nice! We got enough players for the absolute minimum. I suck at this game. Actual match. Let's do this. No shark canals or collapses as well. And I guess this will be a good comparison if anybody wants to compare this to the 2042 version and how probably more superior it is than the 2042 version. So Russia will be a first game to play. That'll be interesting. Unfortunately, the attacker team's probably going to win. This is anything like my Bad Company 2 stream or the Bad Company 1 stream. Pretty much the attacker team always wins because they've got enough players. My name and me team. You may beat them. I could expect to swear and maybe like try. Does not have any. That's quite unfortunate. If this is like last year, most people will probably be playing EM gaming mode. So we'll see. Let us know like an extra 5 minutes or so, see if we can get some more people to join. It does seem like the actual attacker team might actually lose this one, which usually the attacker team usually does better than the defense team, but if they're not all playing then I feel like it's quite potentially 4 minutes. Kicks. Yeah, it's a 4v5. This game does not run it very on PlayStation 3. God, it struggles to stay very accurate. I need these minutes. Only minutes. I'll show you another class, because they're using a lot of like you know, Air Force type of stuff, so let's try the engineer class, see if we can get any shot down. He's probably quite far away from the objective mostly. And when I was doing the back couple again, the last couple of weeks, we were flatly right next to it.
The enemy has taken the objective. I repeat, the enemy has taken the objective.
motion blur on this is really strong. Hey chat, I can see, can you turn off motion blur on this? Bet you can't because it's a console game. Video anti-aliasing on. That's kind of interesting. Anti-aliasing is a thing on a console game. That you can do anti-aliasing. That's kind of weird. Never seen a console game where you can change anti-aliasing. I'm so used to click square to deactivate things in games, or like triangle or something. No circle. Circle is such a weird button. That is such a weird button, right? Like that is such a weird button. To defuse on one. That's really weird. They just blow up when I'm on the C4. How did the C4 blow up if the guy's dead? What? The C4 just automatically blew up.
We have defused the charge.
We got an enemy. I don't know how to interact with the bombs in this game. Wish I did. I should. Well, I also tried the co-op game mode as well, though I highly doubt we'll find a single player in the co-op game mode, because I tried it last year. We did not find anybody playing the co-op game mode whatsoever. We never know. But we'll give it a try. Let's try it with the other classes. This is good. Yeah, great. That's what I mean. The defense team pretty much will always lose. That's good because there's not enough players to defend at all. There's not. Like getting 75 elimination. Right down the road. You know what's funny? This series that's so good in the channel back here, but I don't know what it is. Very good. Very good. What those? So that the double down on shots. It's fucked up small jar of human force. I guess I have played that. I can do it. Alright, let's try and snipe the class. Let's get right.
Here, take these rounds.
100 premium players though. Talk about sweats. I don't know if I got it's a shotgun? Okay.
The enemy is set. The charge. They have defused the charge.
Oh wow, shotgun. I don't know why I've got a shotgun on the sniper class. I think it's because I was playing the sniper game last year. Oh, that's why. That's why. Because the starter sniper is the that makes sense now. The starter sniper class. Most how many players do we actually have on them? Oh, wow, we're actually getting a decent amount of players. We're actually getting a decent amount of players. You know, I'm going to stay in the game. We've actually got a decent amount of players. 8 people on our team and 8 people on the enemy. Let's keep actually this time. Probably could get through a little bit. I can stay there. It's only gonna be like a 4 week. I'm gonna have to try and get those stuff out of there. I'm getting shot. Nah, I ain't got that. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna go engineer because really there's not enough here. So his rocket launcher tells me that mine does fuck all. That's fucking for usual. Seems to be a thing in every fucking FPS game. When I use an explosive weapon, it never kills them, but I always die from an explosive weapon to them. That's so much for doing I don't know why this gun starts with single fire.
The enemy is set. The charge. Fire! Can't go anywhere!
More people are still playing them. That is baffling, that is possible. What's up, boy? car doesn't have enough ammo. This car does not have, just doesn't have enough in the clip. To be honest, I'm more of a fan of him. Maybe like a stadium magazine. Customized kits and vehicles.
The enemy set the charge.
Nothing. Whatever.
The enemy has taken the objective. I repeat, the enemy has taken
Well,
the objective.
Yes. I feel like guns do have no recoil Battlefield 3. Let's go back to assault. I guess there's an ability called sprint in this.
Brother, we need to fall
Can you
back
not sprint?
now.
Wait, can you not sprint without that thing that says sprint? Remember that being a hanging up? Shoot. It always happens. It always happens. Every time I pick the wrong classes when they use a vehicle, but you know what, I'm just gonna go engineer. You know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna pick engineer class. Because engineer classes seems to be the best in this. Especially when they spam picking vehicle classes. We're
The
gonna
enemy set the charge.
anyway, as I said at the start, there's not enough players on the defense team.
We have defused the charge. The enemy has taken the objective. I repeat, the enemy has taken the objective.
Samio. I keep doing that. I can put Samio by mistake. It's getting me killed. It's getting me killed, Samio. I was with the M4 on. I could say M4. Oh, I used to say M4 actually. Yikes.
У меня тут есть колеса. Нужны?
Grenade, take cover!
The enemy set the charge. У меня лекарство. Нужна помощь. Блядь,
Oh well, we were the defense team, as I said. You're pretty much on rush on the old Battlefield games. There's just not enough players, so the defense. Oh wow, no wonder we lost. Pretty much the defense loses every single game. And we didn't do absolutely terrible. Surprisingly, we went 14 to 14. Alright, whatever. Let's try another game mode. Let's try another game mode. So there's people playing Rush. Unlike last week's Bad Company, there was not a lot of people playing Rush. Barely anybody playing Rush as well. Most people were actually playing Conquest. So we'll try Conquest now. We'll try every game mode. We'll try co-op at the end of the stream. I already know co-op's practically dead in this game, so I'll be doing that at the end of the stream. So let's try Conquest. Let's see if there's anybody playing Conquest. So this Battlefield game is actually quite a bit different on PC compared to the console. The console version of this Battlefield game only is a 12v12, while the PC version is 16v6. No, not 16. 32 versus 32. I was just saying this Battlefield playing. But I'm pretty sure DICE said something that the game was made to be a 12v12. It was made to be like a console experience. But it's not made for 32 versus 32. I like Battlefield 4 and that.
The objective has been lost. I repeat, the objective has been lost. Objective taken.
Reborn playing Conquest, we're waiting to lose them. Oh wow, actually got a decent amount of players. It's actually really popular compared to last week's Battlefield game. I'm really surprised actually, so we can talk about Bad Company.
We have neutralized the objective.
Considering the fact that Bad Company could base player too.
Objective is taken. I repeat, the objective is taken.
I made a change to M4 to pull up. Not a big fan of them. Bad Company, you can't just destroy it with like knife.
We spotted an enemy jeep. We have neutralized the objective. The objective has been secured.
The bad thing is I had to treat arms and stuff like that. Maybe I can't shoot down anything. I don't have a rocket on the bed. Can I try some radius on plastic American? That's what happens. I pick this. I run an ammo engineer class, so I have to use my assault class. Now I've got no way to shoot down the helicopter. Just kind of got yes, we do. That's run lock on class. You know what? Let's go this way. I don't know how I died there. I had the parachute out. Unless you fall that slow in battle. Do you fall that slow in Battlefield games without a parachute? It's more realistic. It's not a walk around. That's so funny. I can do it that way. The guys are freaking left on to go. I was always pretty shit. I'm pretty good at planes in Battlefield games, but when it comes to helicopter, I can't fly a helicopter. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't think the controls are too bad in the bad company games when it comes to helicopter flying, but I don't know what they did like in Battlefield. But they made it like over difficult to fly. I think. At least on a controller. It's alright to keep on the mouse, but on a controller it feels absolute. Like I can't fly. Every Battlefield game I've played, I cannot fly. I don't know what it is. I just can't fly in a bit. It's like the controls are inverted or something. Or helicopter or something. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of recoil in this game. Like a lot of recoil. It's actually quite hard to control recoil with a PlayStation 3 controller. It is actually quite difficult to control recoil with a PlayStation 3 controller, surprisingly. Well, not. Maybe we'll look up the game anyway before we do it. Usually I play high insensitive. Such a great. We practically lost from the start. The second we started that game, joined that game. I only went 3 kills. I don't like how it goes to that. I guess I did get more kills. Alright, let's try another lobby. Let's try another game mode. That's what we're doing. So we play a match, try another game, we'll play a match, play another game, we'll play a match, try another game, we'll play a match, try another game on. Till we get to a game mode that no one's playing. Because we're getting to the stage that these Battlefield games are already getting really, really popular. Like, you will pretty much try. That's what's one thing that's really good about old Battlefield games. Like old Battlefield games, you can still practically find people in more game modes than you can in a Call of Duty game. Like when I did this series in some Call of Duty games, I was outright finding no people on I was outright finding no people on certain game modes. Like I'd only find people on TDM. So this is a custom server. People still rating servers in the year 2022. Wow. I mean, you make your money out of it, I suppose. You probably could actually make a decent amount of money out of renting a server. I mean, if you had people that like donate or something, you probably could make a decent amount of money. Considering the fact it's no game. Just because it's in a game, you probably could still somewhat make some money.
Don't let this happen. Turn it around.
Just in the fact there's probably nobody barely dying servers anymore. Yeah, I'm putting on a level class. I'm gonna use the medic class now. I'm gonna use the medic class. I need a full auto gun. I need a full auto bullets. Not a semi. Oh, for fuck's sake! How the fuck did he not die? For real? Well, why was I didn't realise he wasn't there. Take off the ACOG. This is probably not much. Yeah. Don't expect any good gameplay. Let's see, can we like custom? Are we getting attachments on this? Iron sight. There we go, an iron sight. That's much better. There, oh, there we go. We don't need any ACOG like range. ACOG's good at range.
Here's the first game. Hey, fix yourself up a bit. My God, that's hey, here's your med kit.
Team Deathmatch was always an interesting game. Team Deathmatch is classic. That's just something.
Got your first aid here.
Better one. You can get something in Battlefield for me if you like bought the event. How many people are actually still playing this? If those servers are still up, if the servers are still up, I'll watch like better one.
Hey, let's keep your head in the game.
And then just other There's a good way to farm makes you beat the medic class. If you're not the best at getting kills, just play as the medic class. Like that in Battlefield games. Or just play as like an ammo giver class. Play as either the medic class or play as an ammo giver class.
Here's the first aid kit. First aid to your feet. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick up the first aid.
That was bad to say. Such a great film. Oh, so you do get one.
Taking this fucker out.
I like Call of Duty. We only get like.
Get somebody out there. First aid, man. Get a soldier down. Thanks, doctor. Pick up your med.
Sometimes it works. You ride somebody that's
Here's your med kit. Hang in there. We need you back in action. Hang in there. Here's your med kit.
Come on.
Oh man, thanks. That was really close. Here's your med kit.
The pepper is a wee bit glitchy sometimes, but like it's right. How much more Battlefield game is that you can actually kill people with the later? I can't let
Get the fuck down! It's a grenade! Watch out! I'm gonna kill that bitch! There's your first aid kit. Pick it up.
that should be quite useful. you have like a really, really high score. We'll hold the pressure on the next time we die. How many people are playing this? Right around it. Wow, 95 kills, jeez. Hit that say 5 times before. That's what I have to do. Yeah, for it. Go to water screen. Alright, chat. Let's chat another game mode, shall we? Obviously, the hundreds of people playing this. There's hundreds of people playing that. Right. So it seems to be quite popular every single game mode. I gotta say, this is more popular than some of the other Call of Duty games that I've played. Like, see some of the PlayStation 3 Call of Duty games usually find lobbies like TDM. Maybe Free for All. Maybe Domination if you were lucky. And if you were extremely lucky, maybe you'd find a game in Hardcore. But that's how that's what the player base was. That's what the player base was like in the old Call of Duty games. So let's try squad. I doubt anybody's gonna be playing squad deathmatch, but we'll give it a try. We're probably gonna get to the playlist where nobody is playing now. Because on the fact it's taking a long time to find a match, the problem is nobody. Oh, saying that we did join the server. We're probably going to speed this up a little bit anyway, because we did just play deathmatch. Anyway, so we'll probably just leave this if there are people playing. But I just want to look at all the game modes. Because I have to, because the fucking game doesn't have a player count. Which would be nice, you know? I love games that give you a player count at all the player place. Battlefield games never done that though, so I'm not going to shit on it. Battlefield games never told you the player count. Not like Call of Duty games. You know, they used to tell you the player count on Call of Duty games, you know? Until Call of Duty Kills came out and flopped. And they were too embarrassed. Players need, yeah. I don't think we'd find anybody playing that, to be honest. At least the game doesn't start, you know. When the Bad Company 2, you can actually play the game with like no players in the game. Which is kind of weird. Because you can't do that in any other Battlefield games. Well, I don't know about 1943. In fact, you can play 1943. 1943 Bad Company 2, you can literally get XP by playing solo. Alright, you can't do that in the other Battlefield games. Let's try Squad Rush. I doubt anybody's going to be playing this game with either. If anybody is joining the chat, just go back. Let's try some of the less popular game modes. Just see. I mean, let's be honest, who the frick played Squad game modes? I mean, some people probably did, but I don't think a lot of people played the Squad game modes back in the day. It's going to be quite sad, you know, it's going to be sad about this game. See, since they're shutting down old Bad Company games, I don't actually worry about this. This game, the servers for the Battlefield 3 might get shut down next year, potentially. Like the end of next year, like of 2025. I mean, if they're shutting down games as far as Bad Company 2, Bad Company 2, remember, came out a year before this. And that servers are shutting down. Take that end of this year. This game came out a year after. It'd be real sad if they do shut down the servers of Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 was a real good game. That's too better than 4. Oh wow, there's just people playing this. No. You just need less. That's kind of weird. You only need you need less people in a squad game, not a rush game, compared to TDM squad game. That is certainly interesting. But we're getting nowhere near the viewership as I did last year for my Still Alive series. Saying that it might change when I do it again, but no, Still Alive series. Or I might do better as a video for some reason. My content's been doing a lot better as videos this year than it has when I've been live. Quite odd if you ask me. Like last year's content did a lot better. Like a live than a video, but for some reason my content is better as a video this year. It's really weird. I don't like that. I wish my content did better as a live stream than a video. Plus, if you're gonna roast on me and you're gonna shit on me, at least you can say it in live chat and I can shit on you back. But most people don't have the guts to say stuff like that. If the person can talk back. There's people won't even talk shit to somebody if they can talk back though. Even if it's over social media. That's how pathetic some people are, but Shit, how bad my mic quality is. Be honest, my mic quality is terrible. But I am always quite far away from my blue jays. There's a reason why I'm far away from my. I just don't have a mic stand, that's all. And I bought the wrong mic stand. And I bought a new microphone that doesn't fucking work. I wish it like 350 quid. But yeah. That was terribly interesting. Plus, you can't use like one of those without like a station. So yeah, that was a fun waste of money. All right, let's try co-op. Let's see. Is anybody playing co-op? I doubt anybody's playing co-op. Give it a try. That's all we can do, chat. Give it a try. See if anybody's playing co-op. If we don't find any lobbies or we do find a game, we'll play a game and that'll be today's stream done. I've looked at pretty much every game mode. Have a little conversation what people are playing, what people are not playing. That'll be us today stream. Tomorrow, I may as well talk about the rest. What's the plan for the rest of the week? So tomorrow, afternoon, evening UK time, of course. So if you're in America, you're obviously quite behind. But anyway, we will be continuing our playthrough of Battlefield 4, which is part 2. On Wednesday, we'll be starting a new playthrough on the channel, which will be Assassin's Creed Rogue. Then, I don't know about Friday yet. I don't know, chat. I said this last week. Let me be busy. Well, I couldn't find a server, that's interesting. So there's nobody playing co-op at all. That's not the point. Interesting. But anyway, what was I saying? I don't know about Friday stream. I should have an answer by tomorrow afternoon to by tomorrow's stream. If there's going to be a stream on Friday this week or not. Hopefully there is a stream. Just feel like I want to be streaming 5 days a week, but just too busy. So I've only been able to stream 4 days a week for the last. How much it costs to rent a server? Just out of curiosity. You can't rent a server. Probably can. You probably got to go to the PlayStation Store. You probably got to go to the PlayStation Store. You can access your scheduled matches. So what a history. As I said, I don't know if these servers will still be up here this time next year. They might be, they might not be. So yeah, not bad. Decently 2 4-player games. I don't know why it's not showing up the Rush lobby. Don't know why that's not showing up. They also had a lot of players as well. So the server browser is useless though. Useless. Like the server browser, hang on. Let's do 5. Let's do 5+ players, right? No server sound. It'll be 20+. Yeah, so the server browser isn't working anymore. Makes sense, it is no game after all. Then I don't know why it's not searching for all the non-DLC maps, Let's activate every single map. I just want to see if you can find people on the server browser. There we go. There you go. See? There we go. We found games. So these are the games. Okay. Not bad actually. That's not a terrible amount of players. So it says TDM, Conquest, TDM. So there is Rush, but it doesn't seem to be nobody seems to have any Rush servers. So if we're talking right now, how many people are playing right now? So that'd be 41. 50, 57, 62, 63 players. So 63 players are playing right now in a match. So probably about 200 players in the game. I estimate maybe 100. Probably around about 100 to 200. That's not too bad considering that's a DLC map as well. Take into consideration that is a DLC map. That's actually quite impressive. People are actually playing DLC maps. 200% since 2016, jeez. How do people afford servers like this to have servers up for that long? Like in a game that has barely anybody playing it. You have to pay money or something. I know you have to pay money to run a server. Unfortunately, you can't rent servers, so I don't actually know how you get servers. You probably use some sort of third-party software now. I don't know if you can do it on the official PlayStation Store anymore. So you probably would have to use some sort of third-party software to control a server, but I imagine it's not that bad. But anyway, so question is Battlefield 3 still alive 12 years later in the year 2023 on the PlayStation 3? Absolutely. So, here's what I gathered from stream. You will find people playing Conquest, and this the good thing about Battlefield 3 over Bad Company 2's and Bad Company 1, it will actually search for lobbies that have the most amount of players, unlike Bad Company 2 or Bad Company 1, where it just tries to search for any lobby that's possible, so which is kind of annoying. Instead of making you force a game, it will actually find a lobby where people are actually playing, which is really, really useful. Rush has got some people, but nowhere as much as Conquest and TDM. So the game modes that are getting played is Conquest, Rush, and TDM. Of course, the maps. I can comment on the maps through chat. I couldn't comment on the DLC maps. There is a DLC map playlist. We did get a retro map. Retro's a classic map as well. Can't even bother. How many maps are on this game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, got less maps than Bad Company 2. The maps are a wee bit bigger on this game. 9 maps. Wow, 9 maps. You count the DLC maps, you can get that tomorrow off for free. There's probably more maps than this. But anyway, that's going to be today's stream. So as I said, on Thursday we'll be looking at we'll be continuing our playthrough of Battlefield 4. On Wednesday we'll be starting a new play for Assassin's Creed Rogue. On Thursday we'll be finishing up Battlefield 4 probably. We'll probably complete that playthrough on Thursday. We might complete potentially tomorrow, but I don't think we will. I'll probably be on Thursday we complete the playthrough of it. As for Friday, as I said, I will have an answer by tomorrow's afternoon. And next week we will be moving over to the PlayStation 4 Battlefield games. So next week we'll be looking at is Battlefield 4 still alive 10 years later in the year 2023 on the PlayStation 4 platform. As I said, I'm still not sure if I want to do the series on Battlefield 5. I may be more entitled to actually do this series in Battlefield 5 because Battlefield 5's player base has actually started to go down a wee bit, which is good because you know why I didn't do Battlefield 5? The reason why I didn't do Battlefield 5 last year for my Still Active / Still Alive series was because it's bad. Because Battlefield 5 on Steam, I obviously can't comment console player base, but it had like 20,000 players to the game compared to 2042 that only had like 2,000 players. I probably should have looked at 2042 last year to see. It was too new of a game though. So I didn't want to do that. But anyway chat, I will see you all next time. Peace out. And bye. Yes, YouTube does not recommend my streams whatsoever anymore.